Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be using some pretty new spring stickers that will be available in my shop on Friday the 18th, so this coming Friday. We are going to decorate a spread in my Mist Maker layout, which is a classic size. I use it as my catch-all. You guys can see that, of course, I didn't have videos last week for you guys, or for this current week, and this is why, because this is what my spread looked like. So today we're going to do the 14th of March through the 20th. So I think the 20th possibly is the first day of spring. Thank the Lord. I love spring. I welcome it, but right now we are in pollen season, and so with Zyrtec and Singular both on board, I am still stuffy when I wake up, so it's still morning and I am still stuffy, so forgive me for that. I don't want summertime to roll around, but I am going to really welcome spring. Okay, so we have these cute little pastel colored birds with some florals, and we have both sizes, of course, and I did make some new boxes to go with these. So this is called Hello Spring, and so because there's so much purple in the actual stickers, you could of course pair these with like a, not purple, but lavender box. But I wanted to bring out the orange and the yellows because I have a lot of purple already here. So I created the yellow and the orange boxes to match. And we do have those available in the smaller size as well. So, like I said, these will be available on Friday the 18th. Be on the lookout probably Wednesday or Thursday for an email. So make sure you head over to my website, sign up for emails if you're not already, because I generally send out coupon codes when I have new releases. Alright, so I want to use, I'm not sure if I want to use this big one or maybe a small one. I think I'm going to use the smaller corner. So I did try to go ahead and make some corner stickers with this. If you guys don't know, like, I am not an artist, so I buy my designs, okay? So I buy the actual artwork, and then I turn it into, I edit it a little bit. Sometimes I'll take things off, add things to them. Oliver, be quiet, son. And I kind of just, I use Procreate, and so I edit and then I turn them into stickers. So if the artwork that I purchase is easily edited to become like a corner sticker, or like this kind of bottom sticker that would go maybe like on the bottom over here, then I will go ahead and make those for my sticker sheets. But if they're not, if it's not easily editable to become that, then I won't do it. So that's why some of my stickers have corner pieces and some of them don't, in case you were wondering. So I filmed my mini first, even though you're going to see this video first. I filmed my mini first because I find, which I didn't even do it this week, it didn't happen, but I mentioned in one of my other videos that sometimes I get like really awkward if I haven't filmed in a while, and since I didn't film last week, I figured that I would get awkward, but it's like I'm talking your guys' head off because I haven't talked to you guys in a week. But on that video, the mini video, which will actually come out tomorrow or Monday, I mentioned the whole debacle with the Postal Service. And so if you have had some issues, there's only been, like I mentioned, six packages that disappeared. I think there was 6 that I've had to replace that disappeared, and one actually showed up like 6 weeks later. But if you want an update, like a long-winded update of the whole debacle with my postal service or my local post office, watch that video. But basically, if you place an order with me and you get a tracking number within about 2 to 3 days, depending on what day of the week it is. So if you get it on a Monday or Tuesday, your tracking on your package should update within a day. Okay, if you get a tracking number on a Friday, your tracking information may not update until Monday or Tuesday. So, but if within a couple days your tracking has not updated and it just says that a label was created and nothing is happening, I need you to contact me because I need to get you a replacement package out ASAP. And I need to go back to the post office and let them know again what the problem is, because I've had way too many issues lately. I honestly believe that someone at my post office really likes my stickers and is possibly keeping them for herself. In which I didn't mention this in my last video, but the last time that I went to the post office with this whole issue, which I don't even remember what day it was one day this week, I went back. That particular girl was not there. So I don't know if she just was off for the day or if maybe she doesn't work there anymore. I don't know, because I've talked to, I don't know if you call him the postmaster, manager, whatever the guy is. I've talked to him twice now about my issues. And it was pretty obvious the second time I went in there, or the first time I went in there actually, because that particular female actually scanned all of my packages, but one of them still disappeared. And it was because she didn't actually scan it. It disappeared. So, all that to say again, if you place an order with me and you get a tracking number, I just really messed this whole sticker up talking to y'all. And you get a tracking number that does not update within a couple days, please contact me. Don't wait too long. I had one lady, she waited like a month later and then she just wanted a refund, which of course I gave her the refund, but I didn't know that her package didn't show up. I had no idea. So the sooner you notify me, the sooner I can put you like on a little watch list and at least watch your package to keep an eye out and see what's going on with it, because this is really becoming a problem that I hope is going to be resolved now. Okay, so I just cut down that box to make it a sidebar. I'm not sure that I'm crazy about it, but it's going to work. I think that I want to put a important header here, but I think I might actually put an orange box on top of here. I think I'm going to use a small one actually. And then we're going to put important in there. So that way I have kind of like both colors from the spread on here. Or both colors from my boxes anyway. And I don't know if I should stagger that. I might actually stagger a bigger one, because I don't like the way that looks. Excuse me, y'all. This pollen is just killing me again. Maybe I'll put this here and stagger here, because I wasn't crazy about that my florals didn't reach all the way down here. So this spread's going to look a little different than normal, but different is okay. I am a creature of habit for sure, so I always tend to decorate basically in the same way, so a little change here and there is a pretty good thing. So I like to stay in my comfort zone. Y'all know that if you've watched me for long. Alright, now I think this box is a little crooked actually. I said in my last video too, I think it was my last video, or actually the mini that you'll see tomorrow, that I do not miss my white permanent bright. I really thought that I was going to miss that sticker paper, but I don't miss it at all. I really do not miss having to fight with stickers to get them off the page once I've laid them down. I do want a quote, and I think I'm going to use Faith 8, and I do have more quotes coming. I do not have them ready for you today. I have all of my like decorative stickers ready, and I think there's 6 or 7 new designs, but I'm also going to have probably 2 to 3 new Faith quotes, several new quotes. I've got to get all of my ish together. So I don't know. I love this, love them anyway. I love His grace is enough. Leave the judging to Jesus. This is my favorite Faith quote so far. I almost feel like I need some kind of spring quote, but I'm going to use these just because I really like them. But I do, like I said, have lots of new quotes coming as well. I've got a lot to work on. I'm going to try to get these videos filmed today. I've got some orders to fill from my latest markdowns. If you are not signed up for emails on my website, you really need to do that. That is like my main way of communicating with you guys, because my main priority these days is to get orders out. So YouTube and Instagram are not my top priority. And that is totally crooked. Yeah, they're not my top priority. So my main form of communication for you guys should be my Facebook group, but I'm not very good at that right now just because I'm ADHD and I'm not the best at time management. And like I said, orders are top priority. So make sure you're signed up on my website for emails, because that is where I send out anything that changes, any coupon codes, new release sneak peeks, all of that good stuff. And talking about the Facebook group, I did reopen my Facebook group. I don't even remember what it's called, y'all. That's crazy. It's Pleasantly Planned Friends, I think. Something like that. On Facebook, there's not a lot of members in it right now because I have not really advertised it very well. Like I said, orders are a priority. So if you do place an order with me, you do not have to worry about me not making sure that your order goes out. I think on my website I've got that order processing times are, I think I've got 5 to 7 days. What is that black mark? I think I put 5 to 7 days on there, but generally, like with this last release, I think it might have been, for the people who ordered like first, it might have been 3 to 5 days. So I'm really, that is my top priority. Like, I don't ever want to be one of those shops that, yeah, there's one shop that I used to order from a lot that I love her. I love her to death. But my gracious, it would take 4 or 5 weeks for me to get her stuff. And that, I just, as a shop owner, that is not acceptable to me. So I don't order from her anymore. And I don't ever want my shop to get to that point. So I will always be on top of things to the best of my ability to make sure that your orders go out in a very decent time frame. I want to put these little birds somewhere. This little birdie here, he is adorable. So, and I'd even talked about at one point when I first opened my shop in 2020, was it 20? I don't remember. I swear my memory is not good these days. But I'd even talked about if my shop grows so big that it is really hard for me to keep up with orders, that I will make a private page so that only current customers can password in an order. So if my shop ever gets to the point where it's like I can't handle getting orders out in a reasonable amount of time, I will do that. So that is another reason you need to be signed up for emails. Because if I ever have to do that, it's only going to go out to, that email will only go out to current customers. And so you would have to be on the email list in order to get that. I don't see that happening anytime in the near future, but the way that my shop has grown this year, it's possible. I don't know. But my business may slow down now with gas prices. How much is gas over there in your area? It is, yesterday I filled up, and I was on half a tank, but it doesn't hurt as bad to fill up on half a tank as it does to fill up on empty. So I went ahead and filled up on half tank, and gas was $4.09 a gallon, which is, it's unbelievably outrageous. I'm sorry, it just really hurt my feelings. And so when I traded my car, I had a little GMC Terrain, so I had a 2020 Terrain. It probably got like 26 miles to the gallon maybe. But when I first bought it, it was like maybe $21 to fill up. And so I bought it in September of 2020 because there was no 2021s out yet. So I got a 2020. And it was like $20 to fill it up. Well, when I traded it, it was maybe $40 to fill it up on E. And then I traded for a Honda Pilot. And so I said the other day that I told you guys that I got a new car. But just know that I made out like a bandit actually on my 2020. And I got quite a bit of money over what I owed for it. So I actually came out a lot better with the Honda Pilot. Like, it's more budget friendly for me. But anyways, the Pilot does not get as good of gas mileage. So I think it gets maybe 20, 23, something like that. And it cost me, on half a tank, it cost me $36 to fill up. And that really hurt my feelings. It really made me sad. So I really hope that these gas prices will chill out on us. I don't even know, like I haven't even had time to pay attention to, and this may sound horrible, but to what in the world is causing these gas prices. Is it the whole Russia thing? Because if it is, I don't even want to get into it, y'all. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. These grown people that run these countries that can't even get along. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, y'all tell me, what are gas prices like over where you are? Do I want to put two birds here? I don't think I do. I think I want to put a floral somewhere. And so this design, actually, I'll tell you guys, this particular design, I bought 2 or 3 different packages, and none of the packages actually had any just plain florals, like plain floral bouquets. So I had to improvise and like cut birds out of the design in order to get like this just plain floral. So that's kind of how I do things, just edit things out. I know some of you guys probably thought that I'd like hand drew all of these, but I wish I was that artistic, but I am not. Not in the least. So, and if I did that, it would take me forever to create new designs anyways, because like Allie, I think Allie, according to Allie, she hand draws her designs, and she doesn't have that many releases because I'm sure it's like really time consuming. It's time consuming for just what I do. I can't imagine if I hand drew everything. Like, that would just take forever. So I'm just still rambling. I feel like I've got to catch up with you guys. So I'm going to try to film my 3 videos for this week. So my mini, this classic, and then my dashboard social media planner. Get those filmed for this week. And then I want to try to do like my April monthlies. To have those for y'all. Like my mini and my classic for my April monthly. And then I'm not even sure if I'm going to have videos for this following week. So the week of the 21st. I don't know. It just depends on this release and how busy I am with getting new release stuff out. So, and I know most of y'all don't mind like voiceovers, so that may be something that I do if I can, or I may just film myself decorating my spreads for that week and just speed them up and just play music behind them if I even get to do anything. Like I said, orders are a priority, so just depends. I'm really going to try to get like a big head start on printing and cutting stickers for this release though. So I'm going to try to have a lot of stuff pre-done. And I always do have stuff pre-cut and ready, but just lately it's, like I said, there's a lot of new names. New people are finding my shop. So I need to up like the quantities that I pre-do, that I have ready, like my inventory. I'm stuck. So that is what I'll be working on next week, getting the quotes together. And that is so crooked. Getting the quotes together and pre-cutting some stickers. I may just have to edit this part out. I am taking way too long for this. Some of y'all like hearing me ramble and yak. Some of y'all don't. And if you don't, I apologize. When I was a vet tech, so I was a vet tech and a hospital manager for 12 years. Until 2011 I quit to stay at home and homeschool my boys. But the veterinarian practice owner that I worked for all those years, he always told me that I had the gift of gab. So, because I can talk someone's ears off. But then my whole personality changed. Living with and being married to a narcissist. So the old me is coming back. That's one thing my therapist told me, not in my last session, but the session before. We were talking about, and I'm still rambling, y'all. I'm sorry. We were talking about how much a controlling, narcissistic person, they really try to control and change your personality. But she reminded me, thank goodness, that they can do their best to change your personality, but they cannot change your core person. And my core person is a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, spontaneous, I don't know, I've never been in my entire life the person who I have been the last 10 years. And so I feel my happy-go-lucky self coming back. And even some of my friends, you know, that see like my photos on Facebook and whatnot, they can see it. They can see the happiness, the joy, the spark that's coming back. Thank God. And that's something that I mentioned to her when I talked to my therapist on Monday. We were talking about, so she is actually 3 years out of her narcissistic marriage. And so while I'm only several months out of mine, she was just telling me, you know, like I was telling her how I have so many walls built up that, you know, it's hard to, like, she still has trouble taking compliments from people or from her significant other. So there's just a lot of things that have kind of been drilled into our heads that by living with a narcissist, it's hard for us to almost like accept the norm. And so she was telling me, you know, that those things do get better. And I mentioned to her, I said, you know, it's funny. It's funny, not funny, but it's funny to me how victims of domestic violence, narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse, whatever, we are incredibly resilient. We bounce back. We get our spark back. We get our joy back. But our abusers will always, always, always remain miserable and unhappy in their lives, because unhappy people are abusers. Happy people do not hurt people. And so it just is amazing to me how survivors we are incredibly resilient. And we bounce back. And we do have hope. And she gave me a lot of hope that I will overcome all of these, I guess, walls and just the way that I look at the world. Because there was a while there that with my narcissist that I saw everybody as bad. I saw everyone, like, if anyone tried to help me or do anything, like, it was, my brain was just, I guess, in survival mode. And so I saw everyone as a threat. Like, if someone was nice to me, it was almost like, what do they want? You know? And so I do feel myself getting a lot better with that, honestly. I've made a lot of new friends. Still have my old friends as well, but I am getting out more, and I've made a lot of new friends, and I just feel my joy is back. My joy and that spark, like the life that was in me that was sucked out of me for 10 years is back. And my boys, my oldest actually, let me tell you this. So his best friend actually got married in December. And he drives a race car at one of our local tracks. And so he called me the other day and he said, "Hey, Ma," he said, "I just wanted to tell you that we're back at the racetrack and you can come watch me race." And I was like, "Oh, that would be awesome," you know. And I asked him how married life was, and he asked me how single life was. And he said, "Yeah, Brandon is my oldest son." He said, "Brandon told me that you are the happiest he's seen you in a really long time." And that made me feel so good that my boys see it. They can tell that Mama's happy. And so when Mama's happy, everybody's happy, right? So anyways, ramble. I am just rambling. But I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling to give some of y'all hope, because I've had so many of you guys reach out about narcissistic abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, domestic survivors, domestic violence survivors, and this and that. Maybe you guys just need to hear that little spark of hope too. That there is hope, that you are resilient, that you will bounce back, and your abuser will remain the same miserable, unhappy, horrible, mean person that they've always been, while you bounce back and you get your spark back. So hold on to that hope if you are struggling. Hold on to your hope. And don't ever get upset with yourself for taking too long to get out or any of that. Because I realized that I was married to a narcissist in 2014. And I didn't leave until 2021. If that tells you anything. So don't ever feel like you are a failure or anything if you cannot get out as soon as you realize it. Trust me, God will make it happen in His time, not ours. It's never about our time. It's all on His time. Look how cute this is, y'all. This is adorable. I want to put one more quote. I think I want to put, as we're speaking about God being an on-time God, we're going to put His grace is enough. Because His grace is enough. He is sufficient. He is on time. And He will always provide. Romans 8:28. That was my scripture that I told myself over and over and over and over through this whole ordeal with my narcissist. Every day, every time something horrible. Once I finally realized that I was married to a narcissist, I would recite, "For all things work together for good, for the good, for those who love God and who are called according to His purpose. His grace is enough. He's got your back. Have faith. Don't lose hope." That just turned into a whole sermon, did it not? Alright, so I think I'm finished with this spread. Do I want to put any kind of cute washi or anything in here? Do I? I don't know if it would mess it up. I do have, let's see. Let's pull out my colored washi and see what we have here. Okay, I found two of the cutest washi's. Lord have mercy. This, y'all, I think this is a Happy Planner washi. I don't know. And this is adorable, and I cannot even tell you where this came from. But this just has all the colors that are in the spread in little tiny polka dots. I think this would be the perfect accent for this spread. So I am going to go with it and just decorate. Not sure where I want to go with it. Maybe at the bottom. I'm going to try to actually use both of them because I am feeling a little extra. Probably because I have not decorated a spread in a week. And I need to play. This is my playtime, y'all. This is my relaxing, fun. This is a hobby, I guess. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't with the pollen. I need to turn on my air purifier. Because even though it rains, you know that the pollen gets into the air conditioning system. in the house, and so it's probably all over my house right now. But I just love these colors. I should have probably cut that the other way. Let's cut it the other way. I love these pretty pastel colors. I've always loved pastels. I just love all colors, right? I love bright, pretty, deep colors. I love pastel colors. I just love color. Alright, where can I put... I was thinking maybe I could use this as like an accent inside some of my boxes, maybe. Let's just cut some of this off. I'm just going to be all extra this week. And maybe you guys will see this as... There are some weeks where you can be all extra. And there are some weeks, like my last week, I don't like that, to where you just can't even get your spread decorated. And that's okay too. It is what it is. Whatever you can do, just do it. Don't get discouraged. I used to get so I cannot with this tiny washi. I used to get so discouraged if I couldn't decorate my spread, or if I didn't like the way I decorated, I wouldn't use it. I'd stop using my planner, and now I just go with it. Like, just go. Do what you can do, and don't worry about the rest. And so, like, for this whole week, I'll show you what my planner has been. Let me show y'all. This is how I operate when I've got too much going on with my ADHD brain. Where is it at? So this was my planner. I had 50,000 sticky notes. I just left that on my desk, and I would stick them, and I would just constantly. And then I went ahead and printed this. So this, I printed just some monthly calendars, and I have a bulletin board right beside my desk, and so I wrote down the things that absolutely had to get done. And so I just wrote those there so that I could constantly look at it and be reminded of what I have to do. So if that is the case with you, and you ever have one of those weeks where you just cannot get your spread decorated and you need to use sticky notes, use sticky notes. Use a sheet of paper and make lists, whatever you have to do. Do not get discouraged. Don't give up on your planner. Leave those blank pages in there so that when you reflect back, you can say, hey, I was too busy to decorate my spread that week, but I sure killed it. I got a lot of stuff done. So don't give up on your planner. Alright, do I want to put some up here? I don't think so. You know what I didn't do? I didn't decorate the top of this at all. So let's put some of this up here. I'm going to turn it upside down. I normally put florals in my corner, but I just didn't. Probably because I don't have a lot of florals with these birds. But that's okay. The washi will handle this top for me. Alright, so if I cut that way, do I want to cut this at this angle? Yep, that's okay. So that just filled in that top part. This is a long video for you guys who like my long videos. You're welcome. I am enjoying myself. Feel like I'm catching up with my friends. It does get like really like I used to. So when I was at home with my husband, and I'm sorry if this is TMI, somebody got offended because when I wasn't doing well and I was kind of bummed out with the whole divorce thing or leaving thing, and you know, they were like, I'm unsubscribing because I came to your channel for planners, something. And I was like, I'm sorry, you know, like most of you guys like for me to be real and transparent. And so that is what I'm here for. And I'm not for everybody, y'all. I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to get offended if you unsubscribe because you don't like hearing about my life. I am 41, almost 42 years old. I don't have time to be offended over things like that. Got too much going on. So anyways, what I was saying. I don't even remember what I was saying now. Oh, being stuck in this house. So when I was married, living at home with my husband, I never went anywhere. And that is so unlike me because I am a social butterfly. I used to go all over the place. Like every day I'd leave the house. I'd go do something, go see somebody, go do something. So for the last 10 years, I say I was a prisoner in my own home. Mainly because I did not want to leave my boys at home with my husband because I didn't know what he would say to hurt their feelings. He was never like physically abusive, but he was certainly verbally abusive. And so now that I work from home, now I'm like, there are some days I just need to get out the house. Like I just cannot sit in this house. Whereas used to my house was like my haven, if that makes sense. So my whole personality is coming back. Thank the Lord. The normal Casey, the one that my friends from years ago miss, is coming back. Thank God. Okay, I think I'm finished with this spread, y'all. This turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. I'm probably going to throw a header down here just to kind of match. I'll probably just maybe put to do on this yellow box. I'll do that off camera. I may tweak it just a tiny bit to kind of balance out, but I feel like I've been on here long enough. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Make sure you click on the bell, change your notification settings to all. That way you always get notified whenever I upload a video. And if you're on Instagram, follow me over there. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on my next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye, guys.